How you doing, J-Rock?
What's up, man? How you doing?
Great. GT with AB Boxing News here with Julian, J-Rock. How's it going, champ? Talk to us.
I'm good, man.
How's LA treating you?
I just got here like 10 minutes ago, man. The traffic was ridiculous, but I made it.
The important part is that you're definitely here and you're ready to enjoy this event coming up Saturday night. How do you see it playing out between Sean and Errol Spence? Break it down.
I really think it's a tough fight, man. Yeah, I think it's a tough fight, right? But I've been watching both fighters for a long time, and every time I think Porter has problems with fighters that got physical strength that can like hold their ground and keep them off. Danny Garcia, I thought Danny actually won that fight, but it was a close fight. He won. Kell Brooks beats him. Ugas, I thought Ugas won that fight. But they got three things in common with those three fighters. They're all physically strong welterweights. They all stand their ground and box from the center of the ring. And I think Errol can too. Errol can as well. He's a strong welterweight, and I think he's going to give Sean a lot of problems. But it's going to be a really good fight because Sean, I know he's ready. He's trained his ass off. I know. I can look in his eyes and tell he's ready to fight. And so I can see the same thing in Errol. So it's going to be a really good fight. It's going to be a classic.
Now, during the press conference, Errol did say that he was going to knock out Sean Porter cold. Now, do you think that puts a lot of mental or psychological pressure on Errol to accomplish it?
That's just boxing talk.
Yeah.
That's just boxing talk.
And debatable, who do you think is the best at 147 welterweight? There's so many people that say Errol Spence. Other people will mention Terrence Crawford.
The thing is, though, somebody got to separate themselves before I can say, somebody's, the absolute flat-out best, or he's the best welterweight. You know what I mean? Somebody got to separate themselves.
Do you think?
I mean, a lot of people they say Terrence Crawford, a lot of people might say Errol Spence, but they got to fight each other. Well, on this side of the block, they're fighting each other because Danny Folk, Keith, and Thurman. Keith and Porter, and Porter's fighting Errol. You know what I mean? So they fight each other on this side, but you know what I mean?
Do you think it's smart for Manny Pacquiao to fight the winner of this fight coming up Saturday night, or just go ahead and move on to possibly Mikey or Danny Garcia?
That's up for his team to decide. You know what I mean? I don't. That's not my business. This is my
middleweight challenge there.
Oh man, that'd be amazing.
Also, let's talk about yourself a little bit. I know you're supposed to be having a big fight December with Jarrett Hurd, and unfortunately those plans got canceled. Can you tell a little bit about why you think that fight got canceled? Is something maybe to do with Jarrett Hurd? Possibly, there was some myth or some rumors going on about that maybe the testing was supposed to be involved.
What did you hear?
Testing, saying that possibly he didn't want to agree to testing?
I don't know, man. I don't know. So all I know is the fight's not happening, and I'm moving forward, and I wish him the best.
And who would you like to face next? Possibly Lara?
I want to fight the best available competition available. You know what I mean? Can Lara be ready before the end of the year? I don't know. You know what I mean? I want to fight the best available guy for the most amount of money.
Would you like a fight with Canelo? That's possibly a fight for you in the future.
Come on, that's a rhetorical question. Of course I would like a fight with Canelo. You know what I mean? He's a great fighter. He's the biggest fighter in the sport. Brings a lot of money. You know what I mean? And I believe I can win. So of course that'd be a great fight.
And what are your thoughts on him moving up to 175 to challenge Sergey Kovalev? You think it's really a big risk? Too much for him to take on?
That's what makes it so great, because it's a big risk. Everybody keeps talking about Kovalev's age. It's almost like hedging a fight almost. Like, if he beats him, it's like, Kovalev's old. No, Kovalev's the champion. Kovalev has 3 losses, and he avenged one of them. So he's a champion. You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean?
How do you think that fight goes down?
I'm curious to see for myself. I really don't know. It depends on if Canelo could, get inside that reach and get past that jab. You know what I mean? It depends on a lot. Everybody talking about the Canelo body shots, but Canelo got to get inside to land the body shots. He might eat some shit to get inside. So who knows?
All right, let's just change the subject up a little bit. Would you give us your insights on what are your thoughts on boxing moving to a different phase where you see 2 YouTubers who are going to be fighting it out on November 9th at Staples Center between KSI and Logan Paul? Do you think it's good, or does it hurt the business of boxing?
I think a little bit different from everybody else. A lot of people say it's like making a mockery of the sport, but it's also could be bringing new fans because they're going to have normal fights on the undercard. So that could be potentially bringing new fans to the sport, which means more views, which more views equals more money. So it could be a good thing. It can't hurt if you ask me. You know what I mean? It can't hurt.
I see you wearing a UFC T-shirt. Any possibility you fighting UFC or
I'm gonna be
MMA?
honest, man. The shirt, I like it a lot. Like I love Walmart, right? I get like a lot of T-shirts and stuff from Walmart. And I walked in, I seen this shirt, I like the way it fit, and I bought this from Walmart. It's an $8.99 shirt, man. You know what I mean? But I don't really pay attention to the UFC. You know what I mean? I respect the sport because they're fighting. What up, bro? How you doing? How you been?
Man, you see him, right?
I don't pay attention to UFC. I respect the sport, but you know.
What are your predictions on upcoming fights down the line? December, we have Richard Comey versus Teofimo Lopez, 135 IBF belt.
That's a great fight. I really don't know because I don't know enough about Teofimo Lopez when he gets extended.